y'all, Aimee here, and I have a flexibility, mobility, and stretching class for you today. So we'll start with some dynamic movements, get the blood flowing, and then hold in some longer static stretches. We'll be focusing mostly on the lower body today, so looking at the hamstrings, getting in deep within the hips, and some low back release. So we'll start in an upright standing position, and just feel yourself balancing from left to right and front to back. One thing to note, we will be using a strap if you have one. So if you have a yoga strap or stretching strap, that's awesome. You can also use a dog leash or even a really long towel or a tie. If you don't have one, that's totally fine, not necessary. Okay, so back to standing, balancing left to right, front to back, feeling your weight evenly distributed between your two legs. Hug the low belly into the back of your body and feel yourself lift up on the arches. Nice. So just finding this tall, strong posture. Breathe in, lift your arms over your head. And exhale, just wave the arms down, release the shoulders from your ears. Just syncing breath to movement. Inhale and exhale, exploring the range in the shoulders today. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend in the knees, send the hips back, hinge for an easy forward fold. So the hands don't have to come all the way down to the ground. Let your low belly rest on your thighs. Inhale, press the earth away, come all the way to stand. And exhale, fold forward. So we're going to ease into this, let the head release. So with each movement and each forward fold, maybe you start to explore a little more length in the back of the legs. Nice and easy. And remember, our bodies are all very different, so your stretch, your movement is going to look different than mine, and that's okay. Deep breath in and exhale. One more time here, really press the earth away, rise up with some strength, and exhale, fold forward. And let the hands come to the back of the legs and the calves and really hinge in. Maybe you can find a little more length. Keep hugging the low belly in to protect the back. Breathe in and slowly come all the way up to rise. Nice. Let's find some hip circles, so getting into that hip mobility piece, starting with your left leg, so you'll mirror me. Just opening up, leading with that knee and drawing a big circle. Hug the low belly in, ground down through your right leg to feel nice and steady and play with your balance here. Let's do a couple more. Open that knee out and up, exploring the range in the hip today. And then let's reverse directions. You can also come to a counter or a table. So we're actually going to use this today in our class. So this is a good opportunity to find a little extra support. Notice if you're really collapsing into that table or support piece, try to keep a nice lifted spine. One more time, big, big, big hip circle. And then let's switch, shake out the legs. Lift your right knee up, draw the circle with your kneecap. Really explore your range here. Nice, find that steady support if you need to. And notice on your standing leg if you're collapsing inward. So lift up on your arch. Good. You'll feel a little more support and lift. Run through all the way up the midline of the body. Good. And then we'll switch directions here. Rotate that knee out and back in. Beautiful. Let's do one more. Take the feet wide, rotate the toes out about 45 degrees. Inhale, reach up, take up space, and exhale, bring the hands together. Bend in the knees. Bring the hands to the inner thighs and just press the knees out, driving over that pinky toe. So just take a peek down, and then maybe you can start to send the hips back. Keep that belly in and engaged as you hinge forward, and then dipping your left shoulder down and in, gently pressing and externally rotating the hips out. Good, one more time each side. And get a little buoyancy, spring up, and exhale. Alrighty, let's start at the back of your mat, and continuing to lengthen and warm up in the back of the legs and the hamstrings. We're going to inchworm it out into a plank pose, and then walk it back in, nice and easy. So big dynamic movement, sync with your breath, breathe in, and exhale, fold forward, bend to any degree in the knees, walk yourself out, low belly hugs in, plank pose, or you can come down to the knees. Walk yourself back, feeling a stretch, slight bend in the knees. Always want to keep a micro bend in the knees here. Inhale, press the earth away, and exhale, and walk it back out. Nice and easy, feel the weight shift back on your heels, and rise all the way up. Let's do one more. Feel the stretch, but you still have some engagement in the glutes. Walk it out and walk it back. Come all the way up and release. Alrighty, so if you have a couch, a chair, a tabletop handy, this will be a good place to get close to that area. We're going to start with the high lunge pyramid series. So left foot forward, right leg back, find your lunge. Nice and wide, nice and long, feel supported. Spike up that back heel. Hug the low belly in, so get nice and tall up through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, bring the hands to that support, bow forward, slide your left hip back. Inhale, high lunge, lean back, and exhale. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Really press down through the heel. Drag the heel isometrically back to your right big toe. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to hold and pause here. Take a couple rounds of breath, breathing in. As you exhale, maybe let that back heel sink down further, or keep it up if you're in a place where you feel enough stretch. So we want stretching but not straining. Good. Now bend your back knee. Keep pressing down through the heel, and then slowly lower into a low lunge. Reach the arms up overhead. Lean back in space, reach the thumbs behind you, and then come into a half split. So we're going to send the hips back, tuck the toes for a little more support here, flex your left toes into your face. Drop the heel down and pull it back towards your hip. Breathe in, find some space across your chest, and then exhale, maybe bow into this to any degree. Keep going for length here, wanting to keep any rounding out of the low back. And release into it, nice. And then we're going to explore some different positioning with the foot. So we're going to toe heel the foot in a couple inches. Good. Press down through the heel, drag that left thigh bone back in space, maybe rotate the toes in and rotate the toes out. Find that sweet spot, take a breath, and bow into it. Toe heel the feet out off the left side of your space. Rotate the toes out and then fold inward. Keep that low belly engaged. Keep some awareness here in the core. And take about 3 to 5 steady cycles of breath in each position. And you're always welcome to hang here and linger a little longer. Listen to your body. Listen to what it wants and is asking of you today. And then we'll come back to center. Come back into that low lunge. Lift up, hug in, and then with your left hand, just gently press the left knee out, rolling to the peaky side edge of your foot. So you'll see my left arch is lifted. Bring that right hand out off the right side of your space. Breathe in, lean back, and breathe out. And then slowly make your way back to the center. Find that long, neutral spine. Lift your back knee. Whew, I got a bee around me. And step your right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And release. Other side. Step your left leg back. Find your high lunge. You can widen, lengthen as much as you need to for you to feel stable. So whatever position, we want you to feel supported by the weight and structure of your body. So do that by finding an optimal position, modify, adjust as you need. Spike up your back heel. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Pull the low belly in, feel the left knee reaching down towards the earth, so a little bend in the back knee is encouraged here. And then exhale, find your pyramid pose. Let your left heel spike up here as well. Drag the right heel down and back towards your left big toe. Reach long out of your hips and fold forward. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. And maybe you don't go quite as deep into this side versus the other, and that's totally fine. Breathe in. So I'm actually going to adjust and come in just a little bit on this side. And one more time. And then we're going to hold here. Maybe you start to let that back heel sink towards the earth. Keep pulling that right hip crease back. And hinge over that shin bone. Good. Take another big breath into the back of your lungs. Feel a little lift. And exhale. Now bend into that back knee. Send your hips back. And then lower your left knee down to the earth. And we'll find a low lunge. Reach the arms overhead. Lean back, engage in the back of your body. Hug the belly in. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the earth and find a half split shape. Take a breath of air in and exhale, drag that right heel down and towards your hips. So an isometric contraction. Going for length in the back of your right leg. Feel a gentle hugging and squeezing in of your right hip bone in towards the center axis and midline of your body. Notice what's happening in the low back, so if you need to come out of this, then go ahead and do so. And then we're going to explore a different orientation with the heel. So walk the heel in, square the hips. So getting into different parts of the hamstring and the outer hip. And then toe heel the foot off the right side of your space. Let the toes roll out. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep going for length in the spine. Pause and linger in whichever of these options felt best for you. And then we'll move forward back into that low lunge. Bring your left hand out about a foot to your right and then press that right knee away. Nice and easy. Good. Rolling onto the right edge of your foot, letting your right arch lift. Keep the low belly hugging in towards your spine. So a lot of hugging action in here. When our core and all of our stabilizer muscles in the torso are strong, then that translates into all of our movements. And we're moving from a place of support and stability. This will minimize injury and keep our muscles and tissues healthier longer. And then lift. We're going to step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, slowly come all the way to rise, mindful of the back. And exhale. Find a strong posture, strong tall stance. And then let's come onto our back. Okay, so we're gonna do a little low back release. Bend the knees a lot and bring them wide, so wider than your hips. And draw them in so that your low belly can rest on top of your thighs. And as you breathe in, hug the hands to your shins, hug your belly into the thighs, lift up, reach through the center point at the top of your head, and then exhale, maybe lean into the support of the thighs. Then maybe let your chin release down towards your chest and stay here. Maybe this is enough for you. Or maybe you start to walk and slide your heels out, but can you keep a lot of engagement with the belly and the thighs? Good. Breathe in and breathe out. And then pull the low belly in and up to lift. And let's come all the way down onto your back. So here's where a strap or a leash or a tie comes in handy, but again, not required. So we'll come all the way down and hug the knees into the chest. Roll a little from side to side, release in the low back. Bring your left foot to the ground to start. And if you don't have a strap, then just reach for behind the right thigh, driving the heel up towards the ceiling. Release the shoulders from your ears. Breathe in here. Flex the toes into your face. Good. And then maybe you want to slide your left leg out and let your left thigh bone drop down in towards the earth. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. If you have a strap, the strap will rest across the ball of your foot. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Draw the toes into the face. Stretch long through that left heel. Take about 3 to 5 breaths here. And then as you exhale, draw your left foot back to the earth. Cross over for a figure 4. So the strap is here to help if you need. Keep the toes flexed on your right foot. And then press that right knee away. Yeah, breathe it in. And exhale, relax in the upper body. Extend your right leg into the air. And then exhale, rebend. Slide your right foot behind your left ankle. And with your left hand, you're going to grab for your right big toes. Let the knee fall open like a book. Good. And feel the inner thigh, the inner hip, the pelvis softening, and the knees getting heavy towards the ground. If this feels okay on your back and you're looking for a little more, right hand to left shin. Draw it in. And if this feels uncomfortable on your back, then slide the leg back out and just rest here. And then we'll do the other side. Extend your left leg into the air, option 1. If you have a strap, option 2. Reach through the heel, draw the toes into your face, and then go for length as you keep driving up through that left heel. Good. Press the back of your knee towards the space below you. And then maybe slide that right heel down. So the right thigh bone is heavy. Linger here, and then we'll bend your left knee. Cross on a figure 4 shape. Nice and easy. Press the left knee away. Flex the left toes and reach the left knee towards the wall, directly towards your left. So rather than aiming it down towards the ground, keep reaching and go for length horizontally. And breathe easy. And then we'll release, extend the leg, rebend your left leg, slide your left foot behind your right ankle, right big toes. Maybe grab your left toes as you let your left knee open up. here with each exhale, can you release a little in the glutes? Let that hip be heavy. And for a little more, lift your right foot and press in with that left hand. A couple more breaths here, and then you'll release the right foot down. Extend both legs into the air and give a little shake. Hug the knees into the chest. Draw the forehead into the knees. Rock a little deep breath in. And exhale, release. Alrighty, our class is complete. Feel free to repeat any of those movements or stretches. This is also a really great morning sequence to get the body moving and awake after you have rested and slept all night. Also a great way to wind down before bed, or just a little break up in the middle of your day. So give it a go. Let me know what you think, and I will see you soon.